All right, you guys, so let's check in and talk a little bit about keto and talk a little bit about my week. So this week I lost a total of 3.2 pounds. So I was very mindful of what I was eating, how much I was eating, when I was eating. So something that I noticed myself is I really cut out the snacking because I listened to my body in terms of the hunger cues. So I used to always snack because I thought I needed to have a snack. Like anytime the kids would have a snack, then I would get a snack. But I stopped doing that. So I've really only been eating 3 meals a day. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I did try intermittent fasting. So I tried a 16-hour fast on Thursday and I did pretty well with it. I ended my last meal at 4:30. I had a lot more protein in that meal because I had kickboxing class later that night. So when I got back from kickboxing, I just took a shower, got myself a glass of really ice cold water and called it a night. Last night, my husband and we did watch a movie together, and instead of going for my bowl of pretzels and what did I have last week? I had pretzels, I had apples, I had peanut butter, and I had M&Ms. So I really cut the movie snacks down, and I only had 2 string cheeses and 1 of those sugar-free brownies. After the first one, I was like, you know, I'm good. So yeah, I did a really good job in terms of not overeating this week, and it really did show on the scale because, like I said, I lost 3.2 pounds. I was really diligent when it came to drinking water. I only got to kickboxing once this week, but next week my goal is to get there 2 times a week. So I'm slowly reintroducing exercise into my lifestyle. You guys, you are not going to get your goal unless you are you are not going to get to your goal unless you are actually exercising. Exercising is... So here's my 2 cents when it comes to exercising. It's something that your body needs to sustain your health. You guys, you need to be exercising at least 30 minutes a day. Now, you don't need to go to the gym for 30 minutes a day. You don't need to go run around your neighborhood 30 minutes a day. Just get some extra movement 30 minutes out of the day, whether if that's you're taking the stairs, maybe when you're going to Walgreens, maybe park on the farthest end of Walgreens so that you walk the whole length of the crosswalk. Maybe something that I do is anytime that I'm wanting to like get a coffee and it's like in the middle of the day, I'll just go and take a walk to Starbucks instead of going and driving to Starbucks because it's just literally right across the street from me. If you have a grocery store across the street from your house, maybe get the kids in their stroller and then just take a walk to the grocery store. When you're in Target, maybe do like a few extra laps around Target. Actually, I think what I'm going to do tomorrow when I'm in Target, I'm actually going to take my Apple Watch and I'm going to track the distance of making a whole radius around Target. So I can let you guys know like, hey, if you want to walk a mile in Target, this is how many times you need to walk the radius of the store. So I'm actually going to do that. That'll be fun. So I'll include that in the vlog. So I have my Apple Watch right here. If you guys don't have one of these, it's fantastic. You could also use a Fitbit. So that'll be something fun. What else am I going to talk about? Let's talk about some blood work because you guys had asked me last week, like, how healthy is keto? So this is something I'm actually going to let you know because I just recently had a physical. What prompted this physical is I had some abnormal blood work, but it turned out to be something that I can go ahead and just fix with a supplement. So I had very low vitamin D. So my vitamin D was at a 28 and the range that you want to be in is a 30 to like 70 or 30 to 100 or something like that. So I had very, very low vitamin D. So that can be fixed with... So that's something that can be fixed with a multivitamin. So I'm taking, so that's something that can be fixed with supplementing. So I'm taking 1,000 milligrams of, so I am taking 1,000 milligrams of vitamin D. So that's supposed to help. So let's go ahead and check out some tests here. The specific one I'm looking for is my, I'm looking for my cholesterol. Let's see. Okay, so I recently just had some blood work done, so I'm going to go through my potassium, my sodium. So both of those ranges were normal. So a lot of people will say that your potassium and your sodium will deplete when you're on keto. So that's important with supplementing with those multivitamins. So supplementing for potassium and sodium is supposed to help you with the keto flu, but for my results, my levels are fine. So that's probably why I haven't really been experiencing the keto flu. So let's go into the lipid panel, which is your cholesterol. So my cholesterol was 166 and you want to be below 191. So I'm going to go ahead and compare this to past results because I did get this done a while back. So let's see. Okay, so I have been on the keto diet since October. So I've been doing the keto lifestyle since October, and I recently just got an updated cholesterol count. So that's been a main concern. Anytime I talk to someone when I'm on the keto diet, they're like, wow, your cholesterol must be through the roof because of all the fat you're eating. And the results are in. So my cholesterol is 166 and you want to be below 199. So my cholesterol is beautiful. According to my doctor, he said my cholesterol is great. But something that is also very significant for me is I had gestational diabetes. So once you've been through pregnancy and diagnosed with this, you are already on like the warning signs for being pre-diabetic in the future. And for me, that's something I take very seriously because it's on both sides of my family. So my mom's side has diabetes and so does my dad's side. So for me, when I am 31 and I got gestational diabetes, I am being more proactive when it comes to that, knowing that I am more prone to this, especially if Chris and I want to have another baby in the future. I am more at risk of developing gestational diabetes in the future. So the more proactive I am now, the better in the long run, because type 1 diabetes is preventable. It's preventable through how you eat. So limiting your sugars and your carb intake and all of that is going to be a lot better for your health, especially if you're wanting to maintain, especially if you want to try to avoid getting diabetes in the future. Type 2 diabetes is a little bit different, but type 1 is what is preventable. So you're more at risk for type 1 diabetes if you're overweight, if you are not eating well, if you are not exercising, which also leads into the next conversation I did have with my doctor. My doctor is not happy with the weight I'm at right now, and I'm totally fine with that, and I knew that. So he was very nice to me. He wasn't saying like, hey Gina, you need to lose weight. All he said was this number could be a little bit better, and I 100% agree with him. I was not defensive with him. So I just asked him, I said, hey, I'm 5'7", like what weight do you want me to be at to be a healthy weight? And he told me that he wants me around 160. You guys, BMI is something you need to pay attention to. So if you have not calculated your BMI, I would highly suggest you do, because when you're over the BMI that you're supposed to be at, then you're at more risk for other health problems. So this is something that can be a very touchy subject, but you guys, when it comes to health, like, just be honest. Like, it's fine. Weight is just a number, you guys, and it's something that you can work on, and it's something that, you know, it'll be okay. Like, you don't need to be worried. So this is something you don't need to be defensive of when you go into your doctor's office and your doctor says, hey, like, you might want to consider losing a little weight. Don't get mad at the doctor. The doctors are just trying to encourage you to get to a healthier weight so that you can be a more healthy version of yourself. So if you have not calculated your BMI, I will go ahead and leave a link below if you guys want to learn how to do that. So my doctor wants me at 160. So now I'm going to move that goal of losing 10 pounds to get myself down to 160, because that's the healthy weight for my height. I am 5'7", so I would like to be in a healthy weight range. So next time I go to the doctor, I want to be able to come to him and say, hey, I took your advice, doc, and I asked him what's some suggestions, and he suggested low carb. You guys, okay, the doctor is saying low carb, so I'm already on low carb, so I should be able to do this. So definitely do not skip out on what your BMI should be, because it is really important. Make sure you're getting out and exercising. That's important too, especially as you get older. It's really important to stay the weight you're supposed to be. And when it comes to, I've done this so many times, confession here, there were so many years that I lied about the weight on my driver's license. You guys, this is terrible to do, because you want to know what this means. When you say you're in like a car accident and you're by yourself and the only identification you have is what's on your driver's license, that's what the doctors go off of, is your ID. They read to see how much weight you are, and if you are in a situation where you need medical attention, you want to make sure your weight is accurate, because a lot of times, I'm not a doctor, but I know that doses of medication, they go off of how much you weigh. So if you are greatly decreasing your weight on your driver's license by like a lot, you might be in trouble when it comes to getting yourself, you know, medicine that you desperately need to like save your life. So just do yourself a favor and just don't lie on your driver's license picture. You guys, I'm sitting here in my closet telling you guys how much I weigh every single week. Like, it's not a big deal. It's just a number. It's not a big deal. So if you're lying about your weight, why don't you just stop, because it's not a big deal. Just once you realize how much you weigh, once you have soaken in how much you weigh, then you can take that step to make that number a little bit less. Because you guys, it's going to happen. Unless you have some sort of medical condition to where your body doesn't lose weight, your body's just not going to stop losing weight if you try some of these tactics like cutting carbs and exercising and all of that stuff. Your body is not going to not lose weight unless you have some sort of condition that's preventing you to lose weight. And if that's the case, then get yourself into the doctor so that you can get that taken care of. Because I know thyroid is a big thing when it comes to losing weight. If you're noticing that you're not losing weight and you're doing everything right, go get your thyroid checked. That's something very important as well. That runs in my family too. My mom has hypothyroidism, so I am getting checked every single year to make sure that my thyroid is good to go as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like it so I know you have enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys so much for being so encouraging last week in the comments. And this is just, you know, just week 2 of a huge journey. So I am so excited to have you guys along with me for the ride. So I'm excited to see how those pants fit next week. I'm excited to see what the scale says next week. And next week I'm hoping to go ahead and get into kickboxing at least twice. And I'm going to aim for trying to run in the mornings twice. So let's try to get 4 different physical activities through the week. And then I'll try to walk a little bit more when I'm out and about, like I'm encouraging you guys to do. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day with whatever you're doing, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.